Hello. Today's standard is to add or delete records in a database table, edit records in a database table, and to sort records in a database table. The objective is, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to edit and delete a record, edit the table to include a new field, and to sort records. The first thing that you're going to need to do once you open your Microsoft Access table or a database is to click on the More button, go to My Documents, find your folder, and open up your database, just like this. Once you've opened your database, you're going to have a security warning. You're going to want to clear that security warning by clicking on the Options button and then clicking on the option for Edit this content. Once you do that, you click on OK. When you open up your database at first, you're going to find that you have nothing open. In order to be able to work in your database, you will need to open something up. In this case, you'll have to open up your table, whatever tables you have, gift list. This is what we had from before. You should have a total of 6 more fields, or sorry, 6 more records here. I didn't do those other 6, so they're not here. Once you open up gift list, you will need to click on your View button and go to Design View. You should get a screen that looks like this when you do that. You are going to want to change your friend or foe so that it only reads friend with a question mark, because now you're asking whether or not the person that you're looking for is a friend or not. You're going to want to make your friend field then a yes/no field. You want to change your field name for name to person's name instead of just name, but you're going to leave that as a text field. While you're here in the data types, hit the F1 button. It should bring up a window that talks about the different kinds of data types and what they do. It'll talk about specifically what they're used for and how much space they take up. Once you've taken time to kind of read through each one of these data types and you've got a good grasp of what each data type does and how much space they take up, go ahead and close out. And that's why we changed friend to yes, no, because we only want it to be yes, no. That's all we need to know. Once you do that, you're going to right click on friend and you're going to insert a row, and it's going to insert the row before friend, and you're going to say this is a relation. And you're going to make this a memo field instead of a text field by clicking the downward arrow and selecting memo. The last thing you want to do is include price. What do you expect the price of the gift to be? And then you're going to click on currency. Now remember, with the price, you don't necessarily have to know what the price is. You can guesstimate what you think the price is going to be. Now that you've made these changes to the makeup of your table, you're now going to want to click back to Datasheet View. When you do that, it asks you, do you want to save the table? Yeah, you definitely want to save it. It's going to tell you you're going to lose some of your data because of the way you have made your changes specifically to the yes, no. Tell it that's fine, yes. And then it's going to tell you that a certain number of records is going to be deleted. The contents in that particular field are going to be deleted in those field records. Your number here is going to change depending on the number of records you have, and you should have at least 10 records in your data table. So you're going to say yes and let it go on. Notice now you have a field for relation. You have a field now for yes, no for your friend, and you have a field for price. And you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to go ahead and update these fields to match what they should be. Once you've updated your table, you're then going to want to go ahead and add a few more records just to make sure that you have a good grasp of doing this. So go ahead and put those 3 records in that you see on your handout. At this point, you're going to want to move your age column so it is between relation and friend. So I'm going to click on age. Now you're going to notice this dark line right here. That dark line will move to wherever to the location between the two columns where you want that to stop. So I'm going to stop here. Notice it's now between birthday and relation, but where you want age is you want it between relation and friend. I'm going to let go. And there you have person's name, birthday, relation, age, friend, gift, price. You're now going to want to make sure you double click on each field to make it the appropriate width for the information that it contains, just like that. And that'll make your database look a lot neater and easier to read. You now no longer want to get anything for Aunt Jill for whatever reason you have. You're going to right click on Aunt Jill's record and delete it. And it's going to say you're about to delete one record. That's fine. Just tell it, okay, you're willing to do that. And Aunt Jill is now gone. You're going to click on child. You're going to click on the person's name. And you want to sort those names in alphabetical order. And the way you do so is making sure you're on the Home tab, going to the Sort and Filter group, and you're going to click on the A through Z button, which will sort your friends' names or your people's names in alphabetical order. Notice how now my names are all in alphabetical order. Let's do this one more time just to make sure that we've got it. This time, instead of clicking up here on the Home tab, we're going to click on the arrow next to age, and notice you have all these different things you can choose from. We're going to click sort smallest to largest here, and notice now our ages are sorted, our list is sorted by ages. Notice that there were some other things that you could sort by. You could just see the 4-year-olds, so you'd click off select all and just click on the 4-year-olds, and you'd be able to just see your 4-year-olds. You'll be able to filter by, maybe you want to see everyone who's under the age of 31, so you'll take off 31 and 34, and then you only have that group. So there's a couple different ways that you can sort and filter your database. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and the next thing we're going to do is learn to create a query and a report, and we'll do that tomorrow. You're now going to close your database. It's going to ask if you want to change your design to your table, and you're going to make sure you say yes. And tomorrow when you come in, you'll be ready to start again. Good luck.